That'll work. What's up, guys? Welcome to the New 52, a channel all about encouraging and empowering you to try new things. This week is going to need to be short because you'll find out next week. But let's just say my new things have taken on a whole new form. If you're curious about that, you can check in next week and find out what I am talking about. Needless to say, I'm probably going to be accepting the offer of something that's going to really change up my schedule coming up for summer and for the next school year. So if you want to check that out, you'll need to see what's going on in next week's video. But for right now, go ahead and talking about one thing that I tried out new last week. Last week was Easter, and we had one of our very first family shoots with our photography company, J&A Photography. And this week's idea behind this is being willing to go further and further with something that you're starting to do new things in. Because let's face it, doing 52 new things is fun, but if you just do the first step of that new thing, then you're probably never gonna really find things that you actually really enjoy. One of the new things that we started this year was starting J&A Photography, a small side business that we wanted to use to make a little bit of extra money. But in order to do that well, in order to see if this is something that we want to continue on doing, we need to start putting more and more time and more effort into it, taking next steps. When you find something that you've done new for the first time, maybe sometimes you're gonna find that the new thing that you did, you actually want to try again and again. And the more and more you do it, the more and more you start to think, hey, I actually really enjoy this. And maybe instead of just doing it once, maybe that's going to become your brand new hobby. Or maybe you're going to start doing that more and more and realize you can actually do that as a career or as a job. So when we're trying new things, don't just think that you trying something new is a one-off, that it's something that you're never gonna do again. This is just a one-time thing, because maybe when you do that one new thing, you're going to realize that you actually really enjoy that and that you want to start doing it more and more. So what's one thing that you would like to try new that you might want to take to the next step? When it comes to photography, Andrew and I are actually both really enjoying it so far. You can actually check out our page down in the description below, and we're already starting to get a couple more clients coming in, which is more than we even thought that we would get in our first year of business. And I think that that just goes to show that when people take next steps, how they just don't stop at the first step, but they continue on, how people take notice of that. People will notice when you're doing new things and you're working on the same thing over and over and over again. And normally, especially if you're trying to build a business off of that, people will take that into consideration when they're trying to figure out whether they're going to hire you or someone else. So that is it for this week. I know this one's a little bit short, but I need a lot of time this week to prepare because I've got something in the works that is really big, very out of the box, and frankly I really was thinking about not doing it, but thinking back to some of the videos that we've already made on here, I decided, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and try something new that's going to be a long-term thing. And that is it for this week. I will see you all next week with the big reveal. I really hope I'm not building this up, because some of you might watch next week's video and be like, okay, but for me this is a big deal. And that's it. I'll see you next week. It's gonna be a lot cooler if it had worked.